Dr. Doom. Are you going to make it onto our team? Are you going to find a slot in our squad? Storm, Ororo Monroe. Is it going to be a matter of Ororo must go on our team? Who else we got? I need to zoom in extremely close right now. I need to breathe in those pixels. Shuri, are these pixels, these beautiful black, purple pixels, are they going to find their way onto our squad? The answer is that's right. One more day. Just like Stephen Strange said in, it wasn't Endgame, right? In Infinity War, he said there's only one universe where we can solve the problem, and there's only one universe where Tokon is coming out in one day, and that is our universe. I'm Earthbender Charlie, and I have realized that with all the hype, with all the excitement, with all of the team compositions that people are putting out there into the world, into the ethers, into the multiple timelines, I realized I haven't done that myself. So I thought, you know what? Let me do that. Let me fix that problem. Let me go through the different timelines like Stephen Strange did in Avengers Infinity War and show you the one potential. Let me just get started, man. All right, let's get into it. Okay. Who are we going to have in our assembly, in our cohort, in our party of amazingly powerful and inspirational heroes from the Marvel Universe? There's a lot to choose from, a lot of variety. Who am I going to pick? Who is going to lead me into the promised land? Well, it's somewhat of a tricky one because I have almost no idea of who my team is going to be. But what I do know is who my leader is going to be. And the leader is going to be the lady, the Kamala, not the Kamala who was almost the leader of the free world, known as the USA, but the Kamala known as Miss Marvel, who is going to be the leader of my very powerful and potent Marvel Tokon team. That is right. Okay. I like Miss Marvel. I played her in the first beta, played her in the second beta, and I played her in this most recent open beta. And I'm a simple man. I just like someone with a lunge punch. I like someone that's easy to control. I like somebody that's not overly complex. You know what I mean? I can't get my Makoto in Street Fighter 6 apparently. So who is the closest person with a dash punch? Kind of this lady right here. So Miss Marvel is going to lead us into glory. But the real question is, who is going to assist Miss Marvel in leading us into glory? Who shall be her free, glorified NPCs to help us achieve that goal? Let us take a look and start from, let's just go from left to right. Storm. Will Storm be joining us? Will this beautiful Black Queen, Omega level mutant, you know what I mean? Queen of, well, I was about to say Queen of Wakanda, but I guess in certain stories she is, right? When she marries T'Challa. Anyway, this is not a lore video because my Marvel and lore knowledge is absolutely trash. Will she be on the team? Sorry, Stormy. We will not be having your wind-blowing Rachel Alucard shenanigans for our team, but I respect it. I like it. A lot of potential that she has, but that potential will not be found in our presence. Magic, Madoka Magica, the tsundere waifu with the gigantic blade, the anime aesthetic. Well, I guess everyone has the anime aesthetic in this game to some degree. Will she be joining us? Apparently, I've been hearing rumblings that this lady is one of the most powerful characters in the game. You know, contesting the space of top 5, perhaps even top 3, I've heard. However, when the great Sanford Kelly once said, pick a top tier, just pick a top tier. We don't do that over here. We are the
low tier God.
That's right. That is who we are. We don't run from it. We don't hide from it. Destiny arrives all the same, and we move on to Wolverine. What is your destiny? One of the faces of Marvel, one of the most iconic, well-known, respected and appreciated and has fans all across the globe, Wolverine. Are you going to find your way onto my team? The answer is yes. We are going to have a space for you, Wolverine. You are welcome to the party. You have been invited to the cookout. You're simple enough. You don't have all the crazy shenanigans that I don't need to worry about. I don't need to worry about, teleporting behind you. I don't have to worry about crazy high-low mix-ups. You just pop your claws, schnicked. Let's go. Let's have it. Danger, danger, danger. Shout out to Mystical. Get on the floor. Right here. Been so long. Danger, you ain't on the team. Sorry, mate. You are not making it. Listen, as soon as I remember when she was first announced, right? I just remember stuff being planted on the screen. I see that. I think of Zatoichi from Guilty Gear. I think of Arakune. I think of all of the crazy, wild-ass zoning type characters that Arxis has put in their games. And it's just not for me. You know what I mean? There's going to be people out there where this is their bread and butter. This is their creme de la creme. This is their goat. But you know what? I don't eat goat. I don't like lamb. I don't like meat that comes from a sheep. And I don't like danger. See you next time. Spider-Man, Spoderman, Peter Parker. Will Peter Parker be joining us? Sorry, buddy. I saw A Brand New Day, and contrary to many people's feelings, I thought the movie was just okay, to be honest with you. I personally still think Spider-Man Homecoming and No Way Home is Tom Holland's GOATest movies, the greatest of the Tom Holland trilogy, or not trilogy, the greatest of the Tom Holland movies. And because of that, you ain't getting picked. Next, we have Mr. I remember when this game first came out, I actually couldn't stand his theme. Around the time of the first beta, I just felt like I was just hearing that theme over and over again. And yeah, it was just, I was not having a good time. Like, it was one of those catchy songs that you hum in your head, not because you like the sound of it, but because it's just, somehow it's just laid eggs in your mind, and those eggs are just rapidly hatching and you can't do anything about it. And then one time I was streaming actually, and I played the song again, expecting to just detest it because I hate the song. And I randomly found myself just nodding my head. I'm like, wait, hang on, what is, how has this happened? So Star-Lord's theme, I actually do like it, but I will not be putting you on the team. Actually, maybe I should try to actually explain why I'm making some of these choices to not include these characters. It's not even mostly what should I? Because I think most of the reason, honestly, if I'm to be like completely transparent, it's just a matter of whether I gel with the character, whether I like piloting the character. And although I say that, I didn't even pick Star-Lord in the recent beta actually. So maybe I should shut my mouth and actually, maybe, you know what? Let's do this. Star-Lord, I'm gonna change the color. I'm gonna hit up some blue, and I'm gonna give you a nice question mark, okay? Because I actually haven't toyed around with you yet, or at all, and it wouldn't be fair to just completely cast you aside like that. So yeah, let's stick a maybe question mark on Star-Lord. Penny Parker. Yeah, there's gonna be an instant no for me, and the reason is because I don't like characters that take up so much space on the screen, and that crazy annoying belly flop, you know, when she jumps in the air, she does the body slam, the Raichu, use the body slam, that attack. No thank you, no thank you. I'm sure it's powerful, I'm sure it's great. Just not a fan of the character size and the whole randomized gadgets and stuff like that. Mind you, everything I'm saying, I'm not like crapping on the characters as if the characters are poorly designed or not fun or anything. There is going to be a person in this world who completely gels with these characters that I'm Xing out, and that's the glory, that's the beauty of a game like this, right? So Penny Parker, not for me, but Penny Parker may indeed be for thee. Next up, Captain America. Steve Rogers, the pride of the USA, the super soldier. Is he gonna find a way on my team? The answer lies in the heat of battle. Shout outs to Ryu from Street Fighter Which Street Fighter does it say? I think it's Street Fighter 5 he says that in, right? Anyway, Captain America, you have found a place on our team. Welcome to the party. Nice and simple. Give me a shield, give me a DP. That sounded crazy. No pause. Or maybe pause, actually. I don't play the pause game, but that's a moment where I should probably play the pause game. Tony Stark. Do we want Mr. Iron Man? Do we want one of the most intelligent minds in the entire Marvel universe? Nah, too much stuff. Too many rockets, too much technology. We respect the superior tech, but it will not be finding its way onto our unit of heroes. Moving on to Shuri. What do we think, guys? Are we gonna add Shuri? One of the best characters so far. Incredible mobility. Very good mechanics. Seems to be fun to play. Is she going to find a space on our team? Let me just grab the color from this blue question mark. And I'm gonna actually put it on Shuri because I had a bit of fun with using her as the last assist, the back assist, the unique assist, where she jumps up and she throws 2 daggers and they're a little bit delayed between each throw. And I felt like there was a lot of things to explore there, which I didn't have enough time to explore because the beta was only 2 days. So I'm kind of curious to see what else can be done with that. So Shuri may indeed have a place on our team. Hulk. Today they released the Hulk character guide. What did I think of Hulk? Hulk is definitely a candidate because of how simple he is. And again, as I said before, I no longer have the wherewithal and the time and the brain functionality to pilot really, really intricate, hyper detailed, super high skill ceiling characters. And Hulk probably falls more into the lane of not being one of those characters, which I like. And he's not so massive. I mean, I'm pretty sure the size of his character model is very similar to Penny Parker. I think Penny is just wider, whereas Hulk is probably the same height as Penny, but he's not as wide. I could be wrong though. I'm just kind of, I guess I could pull up something. But yeah, so the problem I have with Penny is not there as much with Hulk. And that is why I'm also going to give Hulk a nice wonky question mark. Doctor Doom is a character that I definitely will not be playing a lot of because I feel like he's one of the characters where I actually really like his move speed and I like his Slayer-like dash, Slayer from Guilty Gear. Slayer is also another character. I mean, I haven't played a lot of Guilty Gear in my lifetime, but Slayer was always a character that I did like to toy around with when I played Guilty Gear back in the day, like unseriously, just when you're a kid and you're just pressing buttons and you're choosing characters just based on how they look and what they do. Slayer was one of those characters that I toyed with. So as soon as I saw that he's got a similar movement speed and piloting style and the same dash, I'm like, yeah, okay, Doctor Doom may find a space. But again, he falls into the camp of seemingly being a very high skill ceiling character. However, when I was messing around with Miss Marvel during the beta, his up assist or his anti-air assist I found to be quite nice to play around with, especially after there was one of the combos in the character guide when she does her first, because in all the character guides, the first combo is like a solo character combo, right? And I spent a lot of time in the beta learning all of her combos, just particularly her solo combo in her character guide. And one way to extend that combo in a cool way was using Doctor Doom's anti-air assist, which to be fair, probably anybody's anti-air assist would function in the same way. But I just like the look of it. I just think it's neat. Shout out to Marge Simpson. So, Doctor Doom, you are gonna get a spot in my team. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna be in the anti-air assist slot. Next up, we have Magneto. Magneto! Gravity Squeeze! Not a fan. He seems to be more of a zoning type with the debris you can leave on the screen and enhance your moves and all that stuff. Very cool, mechanically interesting, but just not for me, not for moi. Green Goblin, I'm so glad he's in the game. I still can't believe that it took a fighting game this long to have Green Goblin and Carnage, now that I see you on the right hand side. Very, very excited for their inclusions. This guy's got like some The gliding hoverboard thing. He's got like a mechanic from Dragon Ball Fighters. I think it was Berta, or well, the Ginyu Force, when Captain Ginyu can tag in his assistants, and then I think Berta has one of the attacks where he like glides across the screen, comes in and out. I hope that's the right character. I hope I didn't get the name wrong. Guess I'll find out soon. Anyway, Green Goblin, a great addition, but not an addition for our team. Yeah, this is a Galaxy Brain character, and I'm completely fine with acknowledging that I do not possess the Gravity Brain. Sorry, not the Gravity Brain. Fucking Magneto over here. The Galaxy Brain. Carnage is a character that I am curious to try out. He seems quite simple. He's essentially got the Bison SF6 mine that he can plant on people. And I think the mine can be planted as an assist, right? Which might be quite interesting, or even if that's not the case, like even just piloting him temporarily to get the mine on the character, on the enemy, and then tagging out. I'm sure there's some unique, interesting setups that can be explored there, and I'm curious to explore it. So we'll see. Carnage, you may find a spot on our team yet. Ghost Rider. I've just never really been a fan of Ghost Rider, and if you haven't noticed it already, a lot of my picks or feelings towards the characters, a lot of it is kind of based in whether I gel with the character as a character, not just as a person to choose and move around in a fighting game. And Ghost Rider's just never really been, just never really been a character I cared for, really. So absolutely not Ghost Rider. See you next time. Blade is another character that finally made his way into a fighting game. Welcome, Blade. We hope you enjoy your stay. Will I be playing Blade? I actually wanted to come into this and just straight up just hit him with the X, but I do think that Blade is a character that I'm interested in enough from a aesthetic standpoint and a utility standpoint. Not to the point where I'm willing to just hit him with the green circle. What is this manner of question mark I'm constructing right now? Here we go. Yeah, not enough to get a guaranteed slot, but I think that his mechanics his ease of use seems to fall in line with the kind of character that I'm looking for. So yeah, I'm gonna hit him with a question mark. How many do I have? Well, I already have a team of 4, I guess. So I guess the rest is either going to be question marks or X's, or maybe, who knows, maybe I'm going to replace one of these green circles. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Deadpool, or is it going to be Loki? Okay, let's just go straight to Loki first. Let's go out of order, because you, my friend, are another Galaxy Brain character, which is a symptom of the mind that I do not possess. But Deadpool. Well, as of recording this video, Deadpool's character guide has not been released. But I think I do remember seeing his controls, like the screenshot where they show the character and all of the moves that they have, their moves list, command list. And I believe Deadpool had like one of the longest command lists in the game. Like he had a whole bunch of different ways that you can input his unique to get different effects or something like that. I didn't read it in detail. I just remember seeing the length of it, and I'm like, okay, this is a lot, which is good. I think that it's good to have different kinds of characters with different levels of depth and inputs. But the real question is, shall he be joining our team? I can't say no, because we haven't seen enough, or I haven't seen enough, but I'm going to give him a question mark, because something tells me that he might have some very unique utility that will serve to be useful in the team I am constructing. So there we have it for now. My current team going into the launch of Marvel Tokon. Miss Marvel shall be in the leader slot. Wolverine is going to be my number 2, and probably the character that once I do start actually tagging out and playing around with other people, this is going to be most likely the character it's going to be. Although that is in contention with Captain America, to be honest, so that may be a thing. Maybe I should write like 2 or 3. Anyway, you get the idea. D 2 and 3 is going to be interchangeable. Oh wait, no, it's going to be tricky because I definitely want Doom in my third slot, in my bottom assist slot. So if that's the case, then but then yeah, if I'd go with Black Panther, she's definitely going to be in my 4 slot. I didn't play around with Captain America's unique assist. Because okay, I'm remembering some stuff now. So Wolverine is in my shooter assist slot because I liked his projectile, and I like that there's a little bit of a delay when you use his projectile assist. Whereas Cap's projectile assist I didn't like. It came out very quickly, and it didn't, because it came out so fast, it felt like there was less opportunities for a little bit of mix-up. So yeah, Wolverine's definitely in shooter. I can't put Captain America, well, I could put him in the anti-air, but I just prefer Doom's one. And I don't know what Captain America's unique is. I think it's got something to do with the shield block, right? I think. Yeah, this is quite tricky. I mean, this is the magic of the game, right? Because now that I'm looking at this again, I actually might change this from a question mark into a guarantee. But that means I've got 5 green circles, and this is not a 5v5, it's a 4v4. So yeah, you know what, Cap, I'm gonna put a question mark on you instead. That is gonna be the edit we're gonna go with. Yeah, I think that feels a lot better, actually. So there we have it. This is my team going into the launch of Marvel Tokon. Penny Parker, sorry, that is the wrong character. Miss Marvel is going to be in the leader role. Wolverine in my shooter assist. Doctor Doom in my anti-air assist. And Black Panther in my unique assist. There you have it. Anyway, that's enough on me. Let me hear from you. What is your team composition? Who is going to be your point character? How many characters do you even intend to play? Are you going it like me and going for just one character with 3 NPC assistants? Or are you going for a complete 4-character squad rotation, like you just left the club at 1 a.m., you saw your ops in the corner, and it's go time? Like, is it going to be something like that? Or are you going to be more of a non-Galaxy brain player such as myself? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in those Tokon streets.